What's up my nerdy chicks? Hope you're having an amazing day and welcome to Nerdy Nails. Today I've got little Charlie appearing with me today in the video just because he's being a little scamp, he wants some attention, and I do find when he's being crazy, sometimes just picking him up and giving him a cuddle calms him down quite a bit. So he's joining me in today's video, and today's video is a couple of ways of how to save money on nail polish. As you may all be aware, we are currently going through a recession, so I thought I'd just give you guys some advice on how to save your money for buying nail polish, or how to save up and kind of get the most value of nail polish with the money you currently have. So let's jump into today's video. So I think the first one's a bit of a no-brainer, but try and not buy nail polish full price. Try and get it on a sale. Wait till it's all the sale seasons and buy it there. In some ways you're better to kind of not buy nail polish all the time, but when you do, you have a big spend, especially when it's on a period where a lot of the websites you like are currently having a sale. Next one, go to discount shops. You'll be surprised what you can find in like a Poundland, in a dollar store, even TK Maxx. These shops are really good to get nail polish for a very cheap price. Most of the nail polish I've got here, I've got it from TK Maxx for a third of the price, as a lot of time big nail companies, once the season collection is over, they will normally sell it off to cheaper resellers, as they kind of find that the season's over, they've got lots of surplus left, and they find it a lot easier just to kind of sell it to another company in a mass bulk, and then these companies sell it cheaper. You know, TK Maxx is a great example of that. You are very often, or at least when I go into TK Maxx, I can very often find SA, Ciate London, OPI, Barry M. It's quite, you can normally find some good brand nail polish in TK Maxx for a third of the price. And this is the same thing as well for, watch out if any big nail companies go bust, as if they do go bust, that is the time to pick up their nail polish, as it will go really cheaply. A great example of this is actually Model's Own. This is a big makeup company that went bust a couple of years ago, so all their excess products just got sold to different discount retail shops such as TK Maxx or other places. I've got an old pack of Model Own nail polish that I just wanted to do a quick review, and hopefully be up by now, or it will be up soon. And I got a big box of Model's Own. They had 10 nail polish in. I got that box for £1, so £1 per polish, and when it was an active business, these nail polishes by themselves were at least going for £7. So that's a huge sell, from going from £7 to £1 if the companies go bust. So that's another thing as well, just keep an eye out if anything does go bust. Obviously it's a shame when companies do, but it's a great chance for you to pick up on a great deal. The next item to look out for is of course discounts and deals. So if there is a nail company you really like, make sure you stay up to date with all their social medias. Follow their Instagram, Facebook, whichever socials you do, follow them, as they often will announce if they're going to do a spontaneous sale, or they might release a discount code, or even doing the competitions. I know sometimes competitions it's very unlikely that you will win, but you know, you're just kind of aware of what promotional stuff they are doing for a chance for you to get a chance of getting some cheaper or discounted polish. So keep an eye out for that. Also keep an eye out for bloggers. If you like any nail bloggers, you know, look out for them. A lot of times they will have discounts, or a lot of nail bloggers will stay in links with companies or join their ambassador program, and you can normally find discounts here and there. So that's really another great thing. Just keep an eye out for bloggers as well, because it's very often that they will put down discount codes. It'd be perfect for this video for me to say, oh, I have got some discount codes for you, but unfortunately no nail polish companies don't want to do any business with me yet, so I wish I could. But normally if you Google it as well, you can always find a 5 to 10% discount code, or you can also find bloggers discount codes online. So Googling vouchers or discount codes is also really helpful as well. And to be honest, I would actually recommend to always try 5 off or 10 off. You'll be surprised how many companies just set that as a default discount code, since I've been able to get 10% off by just putting 10 off. So always worth just putting in those kind of common discount code names as well, since you'll be surprised what you can find. Next one is budgeting. So certain amount of money aside every week or every month on how much you want to spend, and then it can bulk up, or you can do little buys. I do recommend, in the current climate, you're probably better to hold out and buy nail polish not often, but when you do, you're buying it in bulk, and do when there is a discount going on, because then you get more for your money. So you're better at the moment, maybe put like £5 a week or £30 a month, whatever you can afford. Just put some money aside and make that your nail polish pot, so when it comes to the time that you want to spend it, then you are ready to go. So budgeting is always very helpful in these kind of climates as well. So when you're ready, you know what you want to spend, and don't go over your budget. Stick to your budget is the quick way. I don't want to try and ramble, but whatever you've set for your budget, stay on budget. And if you can't buy it, you just have to wait. I'm afraid that's the only best situation. Also, be wise with the money you're going to spend on the type of polishes. I know that might sound very kind of obvious, but I always think when you're going to spend the money on nail polish, unless there is a desperate creme polish you want from a certain company, stay away from other companies' creme polishes and stick with the drugstore nail polishes. Now, I don't know what you might have in your companies, because I always hear people give a bad rep to drugstore polishes, but I always think, especially in the UK, I think for the money you pay for either Rimmel London or Barry M's cremes, you can't knock it. I believe, on top of my head, Rimmel is £2.99 and Barry M is £3.99, and for how cheap that is for nail polish in the nail polish world, I just think for what you get for a creme, you can't knock that. And the quality of these polishes are really good. You might have seen in other videos I've done, I'm always giving these two companies high praise on how good quality their polish is for the price. So really, unless there's a colour you are desperate for, I've said this before for like Holo Taco, like I think their cremes are really good, but if you're not going to use them for nail art, don't buy them. If you are just wanting nail polish just to paint normally, then honestly stick to Rimmel or Barry M for cremes, as they just are such great value for what you're getting. To help you guys save money, don't spend your money on top end cremes. Save your money, especially if you want cool unique polishes. The money you are saving, spend them on more unique polishes you can find, like holographics, shimmer, thermal, magnetic. You know, put your money to the more cooler style of polishes than wasting them on cremes, as I think drugstore nail polishes cremes are really good and they're cheap, and I think you want to spend your nail polish money on cooler nail polishes than just cremes. Again, depending on the company you are looking to get the polish from, and I do wish more companies would do this, but Prism Polish is a really good example of this. But normally when it comes to their product, they tend to do the collection in 2 different sizes, so you can get either one in a 6ml bottle or ones in 11ml bottles. Obviously the ones that are 11ml is more expensive than the 6ml, but if you just want some cool colours and you don't mind getting a smaller bottle for it being cheaper, then that's a really cool way to get some cool nail polish for a cheaper fee. And to be honest, I always think that's a really good idea to put them in 2 different sets. I always think for a company this is always a really good idea to have 2 different heights, because sometimes you might not necessarily want to spend so much on a big bottle because you know you might not use it all the time and it's going to be in your collection forever. But even the small ones last forever. I've got loads of small ones that are still going strong, so it just depends on like personal preference. And I always think, you know, the small ones are really good if you're travelling, especially like abroad or away, and they don't take as much space as the big bottles. So I always think that's always a nice touch for companies if they do the same polish but into different sizes, so people can still get the quality of nail polish they want but they don't have to spend as much. So that's always a really good idea as well. So keep an eye out for the companies, since some companies will do the same polish in a smaller bottle for half the price. Obviously a really good one as well is just wait till it's discount season, you know, Black Friday, after Christmas. Wait till all of those big events come with discounts. Obviously, where I said earlier, keep up to date with the social media, and you can see when they're throwing discount codes here and there. Even if you sign up to the newsletters, you often get like a discount code. Also signing up to companies' programs as well. You know, a lot of companies will do like a birthday discount. So just sign up to everything, because I know it's a pain to get their newsletters when they don't put anything important, but sometimes the emails you can get are really good because you can get a discount code in them. And this is also the most important thing. Christmas is a great example of this, and it's great to get some of the gifts on Christmas or even for the advent calendars where you are counting it down. But to be honest guys, if you don't mind waiting and you're not really that much into opening the doors every day and you just want the nail polish from these collections, just wait till Christmas is over. They always have surplus advent calendars, especially for the big nail polish ones. Every time I've seen ones like Ciate London is a great example, I've always been able to find surplus ones after, and normally during the Christmas period they're selling them for around like 50 quid, and you can get it down to 25 quid, and if you're lucky you can get it cheaper. So some of that kind of stuff, if you're happy to wait, just wait till Christmas is over. And half of this stuff they just want it gone because the Christmas period is over. So a lot of the stuff to save your money is really budget your money, start setting some money aside every month, build the collection pot. Don't buy it full price, try to wait till it's on sale, or if the season is over, because they will normally put it down for a third of the price as they just want to get it gone as it is out of season now and they're preparing to get their next line in stock for the new season. And of course, how to keep the nail polish surviving longer, as that's always a great thing, because if you can keep your nail polish going for longer without having to buy a replacement, that's also going to be a great help to you as well. So if your nail polish isn't gliding on as nicely and is getting a lot thicker, then I recommend to buy a nail polish thinner, as that will thin your thick nail polish and get it gliding, and that will keep you going for a little bit longer before you need to get a replacement. Also, just make sure you've got the lid tied on securely on the nail polish. You know, try and prevent when you are using the product to not get air onto the polish, as that's why they get thicker. If it's completely got to the air, then it will dry completely. And the reason why the polish gets thick is obviously once you've used it a couple of times and you've got nail polish on the bottle of the neck, when you are closing it on the lid, it's not completely airtight because you've got that polish on the bottleneck, and when you're turning it, there is a few gaps and crevices within the bottle, so when you've left it, a little bit of air reaches through, and then that leads to the polish getting a bit thicker over time. So when you are closing the bottle, and if you have noticed there's a lot of nail polish on the bottleneck or even on the lid inside, just get some nail polish remover and just clean that area up, because if you can keep that part a lot cleaner and less nail polish around, and then your nail polish as well, it will stay intact for a lot longer before the thickening process starts to trigger. And that's also another thing, unless you know you're going to do a lot of glitter nail polish, I would also say avoid glitter based polishes, especially if the formula is heavily liquidated or very clear polish, or there's not a lot of glitter in. Just because I notice if I have nail polishes that are heavily glitter based and they haven't kind of got the right balance on the formula between the glitter and the nail polish liquid you need, then they tend to dry up a lot quicker. I have quite a few on here, I'll see if I can find one in a minute, where the polish has kind of been, it's either evaporated or it's thickened, and it's just not what it was when you first got it. And it tends to be a common trend with nail polishes that are very heavily glitter based, and I just think it just must be how the formula is, because you just got more glitter and formula, and they always just tend to be the first ones that dry up very quickly. So if you want to make sure you buy nail polish that lasts longer, then also try to avoid glitter polishes unless you know you're going to be using them up in a couple of months. But if you're like me, where you buy one and they do sit on the shelves for a couple of years, they tend to be the first ones that will dry up quicker. Where if you just get like a regular shiny shimmery chrome polish, you know, I've got a few that's a good 10 years old and they're still going strong. So this is a really great example here. So this is just a polish where they've just put glitter in the bottle and it's a clear base formula, and as you can see, if I move it on the side, the nail polish isn't kind of flowing nicely, it's just stuck. But it's just a bit, it's still not bad, you can use it. It's probably pretty good just to use as a topper, especially with the flakes, but you can just see it's just a bit clumpy now. And it just seems to be a thing with these type of formulas. I don't know if it's just because the glitter just doesn't react well with a clear polished formula over time, or if it's just like when you open it the air gets to it a lot quicker, but it just seems to be a common trend with glitter polishes. So just be wary when you buy them, as the shelf life for these polishes tend to be not as long compared to just normal non-glitter based formulas. Also, just learn how to apply your nail polish carefully. You know, if you're new, you tend to get nail polish all over the skin and cuticle areas. Now, I've got a few videos here that I will put on how to paint your nails nicely without getting much nail polish on the skin and cuticle area, and you're getting a much cleaner look at the end, because obviously over time you get in nail polish on the skin and cuticle area, and especially quite a lot, that is going to speed down the nail polish in that bottle a lot quicker. So also correct nail care and how to look after your nail polish and your nails will also help keep the longevity of your nail polish going for longer. But there you guys have it. There's a few good tips and tricks to help you save money during this current climate, and hopefully it will keep your nail polish going longer. Hopefully you'll get you more nail polish for your buck, and then it's a win-win for everyone. But this is a big nail community here. You know, if there's any kind of tips or tricks that I've missed and you've got a really good one, let me know in the comments down below. I'm sure other people find it really helpful. You know, I really want to make this video where if I've missed anything, put your ways of how you save money in the comments, and this can be a great help video for everyone on them trying to save money and they just want to buy some nail polish just to kind of help them through this tough climate and just give them that kind of R&R they need, especially during this tough period a lot of people are facing during this recession. But if you've enjoyed it, leave me a comment and a like, and if there's anything also you want to see in these videos, leave a comment down below. And if you want to stay up to date, make sure you press the bell and also subscribe. And that is everything, and most importantly guys, just remember, keep being awesome, keep being amazing, and I will see you in the next nail art video. Bye!